back to our YouTube channel, Double Trouble in Asia. So for today's video, we're going to talk about interesting topic about pros and cons living here in the Philippines. A lot of social media influencer already featured about how beautiful Philippines can be, a real paradise indeed. And Christian, as a foreigner living here for almost 2 years on and off, he has already enough of a view of point or experience how Philippines, what is real Philippines can be. So by the way, as you can see, we're in the resort. This is our friend's resort. This is called Bathala Resort, and the per night is around $110 to $120, and we're gonna feature this one on another topic. So I gotta roll it with Christian about the real Philippines.
Sure. Nice intro. So yeah, guys, we covered this topic already in our YouTube channel 4 or 5 months ago, but we feel, at least I feel, that I'm more experienced now to give you the right pros and cons. Some of them may overlap, but it's because they're important. So let's get into it first, and Vanji can then have her say after every topic. So first of all, cons. Well, the myth of $1,000 is more than enough to get by in Philippines. It's enough to get by if you live in no man's land. If you live 50, 60, 70 kilometers away from the nearest shopping center, no restaurants, no clubs, lounges or parties, none of that, then yeah, you can rent a little one-room place for $100 a month and be content with that if that's what you want to go for. But if you're living like us in a tourism hotspot, a suburb, or even in a city, then you're gonna need more than $1,000. And bottom line is that for the same amount of money, for example in Thailand, you'll just get a better build. The room will be nicer, cleaner, newer, or the house or the villa, whatever your budget is, for the same amount of money you will get a better situation. Your money will go further in another country. So yeah, $1,000 enough to go to restaurants every night? No. What do you think, baby?
Yeah, well, based on me and Chris, how do we live? We usually really don't cook. I'm not a cooker, he's not a cooker as well. So most of the time we just eat in a restaurant. So we really need more than that, because Bohol is not that cheap, to eat in a restaurant. It costs you 500 per meal, me myself alone, so we are two, plus the drinks or whatsoever. So Philippines, it really depends on you if how low you can go or how look-see you can be.
Sure. So the second negative is, and Vanji won't agree with me on this one, but you guys will, it's food. And I eat 2-3 big meals a day, and as Vanji said, we are absolutely atrocious when it comes to cooking at home. Then we want to go outside and we want to eat the food, and Vanji always wants to have her Filipino food, which is just the worst choice for me, and it's just my taste buds. But look, as I always say as well, you won't say to your friend, hey, let's go to a Filipino restaurant, or let's check out the Filipino cuisine tonight, right?
Makes sense.
So their food is very basic, and I'm not telling it's bad, but I enjoy Thai food or Italian food or another country's cuisine a lot more. So that's something to think about, because food is something we can't get around any day. We eat 2-3 times a day, right?
But you like barbecue?
Yeah, there are options, Filipino barbecue, and I've eaten even those cantina foods now, and they're not all that bad, but I'm not craving for a Filipino dish, or let's go to a Filipino restaurant cuisine. I'm not craving for that, because it just isn't as tasty, as colorful. So But baby here loves Filipino food, so
Of course. I mean, I couldn't disagree with you about that because we have a lot of foreigner friends, and they always say do the same. Filipino food is okay, but it's not something that they're looking for. They can eat it, but not special for them. That's for sure.
all right. So third negative is the medical assistance, and all of that. Now we are still strong and fit, but look, I'll tell from my own experience. I saw firsthand our friend crash with the motorbike, and it was a gruesome accident. And I already knew that this is gonna be a problem because I wanted fast. I wanted the ambulance to be there fast because it looked scary, right? And fortunately, some miracle, the ambulance was there in 5 minutes, which is a miracle. Normally expect the ambulance to come 30 minutes, whatever, like late, right? Yes, Filipino nurses are famous for their caring and their loving and their nurturing. But let's say you're older, you have some kind of a regular flare-up or a condition that needs assistance, or let's say we're dealing with heart attacks or seizures or something like that. You cannot really count on Filipino medicine or Filipino ambulances, and when the ambulance does arrive, it's not full of expensive life-saving equipment. No, it's just a pickup truck. It's basically just a pickup truck or a pickup van, and I might as well take the person in need to the hospital myself, basically. So in the long run, it's going to be more difficult to get the appropriate medicine that a person might need. So that's a minus there.
So yeah, I mean, I gotta agree with that. When it comes to our hospitals here in the Philippines, especially here in Bohol, like some of the hospitals here don't have enough equipment to use. So that's why they always refer to go to Cebu, just so they can check you up better and good because they have it there. But if not in Cebu, you need to go to the bigger city, which is Manila. So if you really don't have enough money to spend a lot for your medication, then I guess some really just die in their bed, or I've seen it in front of my eyes. That's the bad case about here. When you don't have money, they actually don't really look for you or for something.
Life is cheap in Philippines, so you got to take care of yourself.
Correct.
So fourth one, it kind of goes back to the second point we said, but yeah, restaurants. These restaurants where you do go here, a lot of them can be tourist traps, and these restaurants can be quite expensive. So for example, and we do like to give our own example, our own personal experience. Lobster. Vanji, you were talking about that lobster the other day, right? In Thai, lobster is the king of seafood, right? So in Thailand, we could buy a lobster for 1,500 pesos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000
So
baht.
1,500 pesos. What's that? That's $25 for a nice big lobster. I'm fine with that. Whereas in Philippines, on our main strip, they even wrote a news article about it. How much was the lobster?
Yeah, it was famous on a Facebook about the lobster cost 8,000 per kilo.
So there you go. So we live in a...
How much is that, babe?
Well, 8,000 is like $120, and that's like more expensive than no, it's 5,000 is 100. Yeah, okay,
150.
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, sorry, 150, something like that. So that's just daylight robbery, right? And they're doing it here in Philippines because they know there's gonna be one sucker who just wants to buy it and who doesn't care. So restaurants can be overpriced, and watch out for tourist traps. And as I said, in Thailand, everybody's selling lobster there in Bangla Road in Phuket, so they're not overcharging you insanely like that. So watch out for tourist traps. Can happen more often in Philippines. And now the final negative which I find to be the maybe the most concerning. It's that Filipinos are not problem solvers. Okay. Now, what I want to say with that is, look, you want to get stuff done here. Our friend Gregory wants to build a villa, right? He wants to tile the pool. These workers there, the moment you go outside of the premises, they stop working. Okay, they tiled the pool, which was like a 30 square meter pool. They tiled it for 6 weeks. Okay, in my country it would have been done with 2 days, right? So for a Filipino, they enjoy the most saying that, "Oh, so sorry, sir, cannot be done." So they're looking for the reason why it cannot be done. Us Westerners, Europeans, Americans, we want to get shit done. We want to get done and move on and do another thing. For example, so building a house can be a massive, massive headache for you.
Yeah, that's why when you build a house in the Philippines, usually the owner needs to be on the site or
Yeah.
someone is there, so they will move quickly because sometimes they just get lazy and
Your finger
No.
needs to be in their ass all the time. Like, let's go, let's go, let's go, right?
it can be
So,
like that.
and they are, yeah. So, for example, another example, we're going to the bank, right? We want to deposit some money. First of all, we're the only ones there in the bank. It's 3 o'clock. They're starting to close there. There's still 6, 7 people behind the desks, right? We wait there for a solid 10 to 15 minutes till finally the missus is ready to press that button, right? She stares at me for 7, 8 times, won't press that button. We're the only ones there. So I have to wait behind her. Okay, so we get there. My first question is, I have some euros I want to change because it's more than 500 euros. You can always ask for a better currency exchange rate, right? So I say, hey, okay, let's deposit some money. Easy task. We want to deposit some money, right? And he said, oh yeah, the rate is this and this. I said, okay, I'd like to ask for a better rate. I know that it's always done like that. Can you go and do your thing? Another guy comes, oh, I heard your conversation. So sorry, it's because of the typhoon. Cannot give you a better rate. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Just call somebody or go behind the counter, go and ask the better rate. It's simple, right? No, the typhoon. And I'm like, what's the typhoon got to do with it? I didn't explode there or anything, but my temper got tested, and your temper will get tested here a lot by their just inability to get shit done, basically. Okay, so yeah, because of the typhoon, no typhoon, just a little bit rainy, a little bit windy outside. I mean, the person should be living here, but because this one person is not at work today, the whole bank is now crippled. All right, and we cannot do the most simplest tasks like changing money. So these things will test you a lot, and be patient with them, being certain that you've got the right plane ticket now, and then next day turning up to see that although you confirmed with the ticket seller 5 times, she still managed to book it on another day or another flight, and you go there and she goes like, what happened? I'm like, yeah, what happened? So this is normality here, and this is what you will be tested. Your patience will be tested here. So, but these are the main cons, and I feel like this is really the truth about Philippines. And I think you gotta agree that you girls or Filipinos, you're not problem solvers. You're just always waiting to roll it on to the other guy or the other girl, so you don't have to deal with this shit yourself. Basically like
Well,
that.
me, based on what you're talking, I really gotta agree with that because me as a Filipina, I even get upset as well. Like going into a grocery store, let's say about that one, the line is already too much, right? And then the workers are doing it so very slow. I do understand that she's tired, but why not hire anyone to assist? You know, why the cashier needs to be also the bagger. So that's also the main problem or concern here. Like already a lot of lines and, like it makes your time extra you need to wait and wait and wait, and you have something to do, and you can't do nothing anymore but just to wait.
And you can see that everywhere, basically. The hotels are built weak, cracks in the tiles, although a new building, and they're just doing a sloppy job just to get it done, and the end results are like they are. But let's go to the pros now. We got the bad stuff away. There's reasons why we live here as well. So, okay, weather. First one, the weather. It's never under 25 degrees, not even at nighttime. Even when it's raining, it's still warm to drive around with a scooter. I'm a warm weather person. I escaped cold weather, and the girls are in mini skirts and in bikinis, and you're in your flip-flops, and it's just nice to live under the sun, right? I mean, simple, the weather. Okay, another one. I have a couple of pointers here. So Philippines has it all. Yeah, it's true. So if you want to go to Palawan, you have the most beautiful waters in the world. You can do the most beautiful island hopping boat daily rides. It's just incredible. They have mountains. You can do hikes in mountains. We have here Chocolate Hills, 65,000 6,500 small mountains to explore, to climb. They have caves, swimming caves. They have beaches. They have the fauna, the waterfalls. They have big cities. They have the most amazing whale sharks and everything that comes along with that. They have dolphins. They have all of it here. Every island is like a different country with a different vibe, and it's just amazing to explore this country like that. So yeah, Philippines, landscapes wise, cities, countryside, everything they have. So that's a big one. All right, and an even bigger one is the Filipino people, right? So that's a really big one, and as we said, they are incompetent bastards, but they are also
I slap for you guys.
they are also the most friendliest and welcoming people as well.
I agree with that.
So a Filipino, when he sees you, he goes to an American, "Hey Joe, come in, I'll give you, do you want tanduay? Do you want my coconut wine or whatever the bullshit they drink there?" I've been drinking that with the local Filipino sitting on a porch there, and just so welcoming and so curious, and you can feel the friendliness and the love when speaking to Filipinos. And I feel safe here. I feel very safe in this country and welcome.
So yeah, I would say that's the biggest plus here in the Philippines. As you know, whenever you visit here, all they talk about how friendly the Filipino can be. Very welcoming. Even the poorest people can still offer you something. They could kill their chicken for you to cook,
Sure.
Especially in the province, they're very giving. They have their fresh fruits and stuff like that. They offer for free. You can eat with their family even they don't know you. They always let you feel that you're part of friends or part of the family. So, plus everyone here speaks in English, so you can communicate well with them. You can talk with them with a different, topics. So it's the biggest plus here in the Philippines, which is our people. Hello to my people out there. I'm in Norway. How's Philippines there? So yeah, that was it. The people.
Yeah, the people are lovely, and they make you feel welcomed, and massive plus. So when we talked about stuff being expensive or not as cheap as one can think, then some things actually are very cheap, and it's the services. It's the services of getting Vanji's eyelashes done for $9 or $10.
Good for 1 month.
It would be $100 in my country. It would be $100 in America as well. It's the haircut and the beard trim. I had a haircut and a beard trim today. It's $150, $150 $3. I gave him $4 as a dollar for a tip as well. When you're gonna have a baby, very cheap to get a nice, good working nanny. I don't know how good she will be at working, but she will be there and she will be taking care of your child. Hopefully, all good. That's up to you. But it's gonna be $10 a day for you, you know. And so workforce can be very cheap, and some services like massage, all these beauty services can be extremely cheap. So that's some of the things that are, you know, a big positive. I don't know, but I assume like, yeah, the bike wash and the car wash and the car maintenance, and I'm assuming all of this will be very, very cheap for you when living here.
Yeah, it's just really about the lifestyle as well, you know. If you want to do a lot of stuff, adventure, eat in expensive restaurants, want a luxury place, you can really be an expensive one. You can even spend more than $2,000. But if you want to be also in the middle, still you can. So it's really up to you how you would manage yourself and what location you want to be with.
Sure. So another one is that it's undiscovered. It is undiscovered, if one can say like that. That means, look, it's very much on the edge of the world. Some people are scared because it's a third world country. Not a lot of people make it here. So from a male's aspect, you have very little competition when you want to find getting tired, my little baby. So yeah, you have very little competition here as a man, and that's why you can see a lot of older guys in their retirement age coming here, getting a really young hot girl. It's because, you know, a lot of people don't make it here for various reasons. It's too far, it's too underdeveloped, they don't like the food, blah 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 blah. But when you do make it here, you have an advantage. You have an advantage here. And well, for example, Thailand has been discovered. Hotties like this will be in Thailand beach clubs, and in beach clubs you'll have the Middle East oil boys with their oil money, not being 60 plus anymore, being my age, maybe like 37, 38, whatever. Yeah, it'll be a competition there for you. Whereas in Philippines, you have a luxury of options if you can make it your home here. So undiscovered, you can feel special here. And well, we already talked about this one. That was my final topic, but yeah, it's the language, right? So you can have meaningful conversations with friends, with your partner, watching a movie at home. You can dive deep into some topics because there is no language barrier. Hard to find a girl in Thailand who, you know, they can speak, but can they really dive into a conversation? So you can have friends here and you can have girlfriends here, just living a normal life, having normal conversations every day. You can express your concerns or your good things, and they will understand everything you say, and they will add to it. So that's a good one. Well, out of topics now, but I feel like this is very accurate of what's going on here. And I gotta give a little shout out to this YouTube account called Legion of Men. That's where I found these topics, and I do agree 99% with these assessments. And check it out, Legion of Men. It's about masculinity restored. It's about rehabilitating men back to their roots. And I'm following, and it's interesting. And check him out, he's got over 500,000 subscribers. So Legion of Men, where I got this video idea from. And check out our next videos as well.
So yes, again guys, this is Double Trouble in Asia, and we will be uploading more of the videos, traveling and stuff like that. And if you want to share also to your friends, whether they want to live in the Philippines or visit, our videos may also help with you all because our topic is all about living in Asia, or what Asia is all about. So I guess we're gonna end it here, right?
Cheer, baby.
So see you, everyone.
See you in the next one, guys.
We just finished our video. The owner of the resort, Fred, our friend, offered us a free drink.
Like
Should we be here every day?
It's up to you. What do you want?
Alcohol directly.
I have a glass of red wine.
Restoring male masculinity and
Can we? Sorry, I'm sorry. Be cute, baby. Be cute.
it's up to your standards, up to your quality of life that you require or desire. Okay, well, we eat now. It's no good now. It's the one is
The Philippines, but Chris, no, just leave.
right. No good. No good. You lean into me.
I look at you.